know who it is.
It's the Twisted Sisters. It's Bella and Dani, and if you guys are just joining us, we're here to have some fun. We're here to get a little crazy and have a lot of fun. Dani's wearing these insane pink gloves with all these crystals on them, and I mean, she's just...
ASMR.
ASMR.
Yes, they're pretty fun.
Dani's just killing it right now, guys. So you're gonna have to imagine that. Just picture it in your head and know what she's serving.
I'm serving it. I feel like my outfit also kind of matches the theme. Our theme today is everybody's faking it, and there's just something about the gaudiness of my outfit right now that kind of feels that way. It's like yes, bitch.
Yeah, it is very yes, bitch. It's a lot of yes, bitch, actually.
Here we are.
Yeah, everybody is faking it. Like, I'm faking it right now.
Well, you can see it everywhere. If you look at social media, you can tell people are faking it. Especially on Instagram.
Yeah.
Faking relationships. Faking their lifestyles.
People in Starbucks acting like they're happy. They're not.
Definitely
their name was
not.
spelled wrong again.
Not
and it
happy
just
about it.
pisses them off just the right amount of wrong way.
Well, that even goes to faking orgasms.
Oh, definitely faking it.
Yeah.
Not me personally.
No. No, you're
during this time of my life.
not currently in this time of her life. She's not faking it.
Is not faking it. But there's definitely, I know there's a lot of people listening right now that know they fake it all the time.
And you just got to stop that. But we will get into that.
And you have to upgrade your sex life.
Yeah. If you have to fake it, then definitely time for an upgrade. Trade that boy out. Get a vibrator. Anyway. Also, you guys have noticed that there is a replays feature. That's right. You can replay this episode or any of the last 2 weeks' episodes if you did miss them. So that's pretty cool. We're pretty excited about that. Click it. Use it.
I love the replays feature.
Me too.
The replays feature is just awesome because now everybody can find it. You know, you don't have to be worried you missed an episode.
Sorry, guys. I'm just deep throating a microphone right now for a selfie.
Yeah, we're also gonna take. I guess. We'll take some calls. We'll take some calls, but we'll have some emails, and we gotta give
some good emails.
We gotta give time to the emails.
And do remember that this is purely entertainment. We are not doctors. We are not lawyers. We are not psychiatrists. So do take what we say with a grain of salt because it is our opinions from our life perspectives.
Oh my God, guys! If you knew what Dani was wearing right now, it's so cute. Wait, give that look over your shoulder.
Just a little bit of that.
Oh my God.
God,
gorgeous. I'm dying.
My number one fan. I love you.
Look how
number one supporter.
Oh, wait, that's really cute.
It's really cute.
Oh, shit, I didn't know.
I
I know, Gabby, you got to take some photos of Dani from behind here. Like,
Bella
this
just
is
does all the good
so
angles. That's so cute.
This outfit is fabulous.
Well, you guys will see that on Instagram. That was a good one.
Dani, was there anything of Rosebud and Thorn for the week, Dani? Should we do a little In My Feels Rosebud and Thorn? We can't decide which name we're going with, guys. Leave us alone about it.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm in need of some warm body.
Some cuddles.
Yeah. Maybe something else too.
Oh, some more dick.
Yeah. Yeah, I could use some dick right now, TBH, but
not with those claws.
No.
I'm just imagining your hands around a penis right now, and it's just like with the
going
it's
back
just
to that
like
one episode about the banjo strip or whatever it was called.
Yeah,
Definitely not. Well, I've got a little fun fact here, you guys. So according to NBC News, over 80% of women have admitted to faking an orgasm.
Wow.
In the study, women reported faking it to speed up their partner's climax due to their boredom, fatigue, discomfort, or time limitations.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Time
now that is a
limitations
good
for
reason to
sure.
fake it.
Yeah. I think so. I think that's the reason why you would want to fake it.
Okay, we're finished, right? We're good? Yeah. No, you didn't come yet. Fuck.
Uh-huh.
Well, in that case, I just did it right then. Glad we did that.
Babe, I came when we first started. The first thrust. You didn't feel that then? No, I did. That was then.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is now. You're good.
Yeah.
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 Like when I also, because I feel like it's just so different. Like guys, like they can come pretty much like most of the time. Certain movement, you Gucci. girl, like, it's all about the mind. It's about the fingers, the tongue. What about the ass? What's happening with them thighs? Are you touching everything else? You telling me all this other shit? You dirt.
Are you whispering? Are you licking? Are you soft touching?
Yeah, like, there's a lot that goes into that, so it's way harder. And sometimes, I just come to the point, too, where I'm just like, I want to get you off because I know you want to get off, and it, like, turns me on to get you off, but, like, I don't want to get off right now. Like, I'm Gucci. I still have the rest of my day. So, like, let's just, like, get you off, and then, like, we'll get me off when we come to it, like, later. Another time.
See you next month.
You just like,
But no, for sure. I feel that, especially at the end of the day. I'm like, bro, I am tired.
So tired.
And people think like a DJ, like, oh yeah, we just been out dancing all night. Like we've been partying. Like let's go back and have sex. No, DJs don't want to fuck after the show. They're tired.
I guess that's why you want to date other DJs. Because you're like, you also don't want to fuck.
Because actually, that makes a lot of sense. Because I dated a rapper, and he was all like, oh, yeah, after EDC, after you did your big show, we gonna fuck, I'm gonna put it down. I was like,
no. No, you mean you're gonna put down the flowers?
Or
the
like a massage? Like, no. And you're so dirty and sweaty.
I think it really is funny to me, though, that guys are all like, this is such a gift for you. Because it's a gift for them.
For me?
But I think as I'm getting older, I'm coming across like this like it's an exchange.
For sure.
Like
for sure.
you want to get off like that. I want to get off like this. So like rubbing the feet or making sure like something that I, like the romantic gesture and some sort. Like
no, totally.
Like if you've just done a lot for me, then I'll like extra suck your dick.
Yeah.
But if you didn't, then like why would I?
No, literally.
That's what you want. This is what I want.
It's like you think, like, by us being in this sexual moment together, by making me orgasm or just putting it down or whatever, that's going to do it for me.
That's what
Not
I want?
Really. No. It was all the other stuff in normal day that led up to me being like, damn, boy. Yeah, that's right. You treat it right. In the streets, like in the sidewalk. Like, I don't care if you put it down in the bed as much if you put it down in real life, That's
true.
Those things
you
feed into each other.
Not even that good in bed at all, but if you really great at everything else, then we gonna teach you. It's fine. Like, you don't even have to have the biggest dick. It's okay. Like, but it's just, I do find it annoying, though, when a guy is like, I'm gonna, like, you like it's a gift to you, like after your performance. I'm gonna put it down for you, bitch. I want a Chanel bag. Okay, like you want to put it down for me? Put it right in Chanel. What?
That's clip worthy right there. That's fucking amazing. I will just repeat that next time.
Yeah.
To let
Danny's
them
like,
know.
I want all these amps. I want this like music shit, man. I want this new piano. I'm like, I want a Chanel bag.
Get me a grand piano for the house. And we'll talk. You know how expensive those things are?
Very expensive.
Very, very expensive.
Very expensive.
Very sexy.
That'd be a hot gift.
It'd be a hot ass
That
gift.
would be a hot
gift.
gift.
Be like, damn, just deliver to the house like that? Shit. Yeah, all right. Well, now I know what I want in the world. Okay.
Danny just picked up piano, guys.
Yeah.
So,
more than the piano, I want someone who buy me a piano. That's far. No. I'm just saying, like, you just picked up a piano.
Yeah. No, totally.
So,
I've been practicing.
So now,
if anybody listening and they got them piano money shit, okay, you want to impress Danny, send her a grand piano.
Yes, the big bad boy. Okay, let's talk about some pros and cons to faking it. We're still up in the sexual part, and then we'll go into the other parts of faking it, like in career and in life, which I think are all great points.
Ooh, good parts of faking it, getting out earlier. Yes, that is a good part of faking it, being done sooner than later, on the quicker side of things.
Yeah, I think that might be the only pro, because it does nothing for you to fake your
and then you feel bad about lying.
Or they think that they did a good job, and, and now they think that that's worthy every time. No, I was just trying to get out of it that one time. And also
that's what
didn't
you like every
feelings.
time. No, that's actually what I specifically didn't like that time. Well, whatever Danny's reading, it's not right.
Well, there's a couple things going on here. I read something that I didn't like, and then I also got tobacco in my mouth, which I also didn't like. So And it's a very unpleasant moment for me, but I'll move on from that. Have you ever pretended to be happy in a relationship for social media purposes when in real life you were miserable? I think that's kind of a hard one because it's like you're not, at least like I know you and I know people you dated. You're not like doing like it for social media, but at the same time, that's like a public platform. And if you're going through like a hard time with someone, you're not posting about that. So then you're not trying to let everyone in your business. So it's not that you're faking it, but at the same time, you're not generally happy right now.
What I do feel like when we were watching the Kardashians, man, we've been watching a lot of Kardashians. New season's out.
Yeah,
if anybody's out there, go watch it. They really be going through some real shit. Them ladies is classy as fuck, fine as fuck, smart as fuck, like, and they just be doing their own shit. Stop talking shit, everybody. They're awesome. Stop talking shit. And there was this one part that Kim said that I was like, oh yeah, I've definitely felt that. And she's like, you know, like somebody just come over to my house, like, and y'all think we're like dating and shit and this and that. And then like I have to kind of date them longer when I don't want to be in there just because I don't want to look like this relationship just broke up. It's actually because I don't like them and they're not good enough and I broke up. Like, and I was like, oh yeah, I definitely felt that before where I didn't really take somebody seriously, but because they started posting of us or some shit, now I'm like, ugh, now I have to like act like I like you more just so I don't look like a fucking idiot because this has like been put out there when it wasn't ever serious. It was only a date, like, you know, and you don't, it just, it's unfortunate.
You brought up too when we were watching the show that I thought was an interesting point. It's like when they're bringing up who's Kim dating, who's this, blah, 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 and you want to know every single detail. That's like knowing every detail of who you slept with. Who the fuck in the world has that? Like, who has that pressure on them to know every single person publicly that you have slept with in the past?
Like,
that's nobody's fucking business.
Like, that's a truth or dare question that everybody goes, ooh, when you ask the question, how many people have you slept with? Everyone's like, oh, like, what are you going to say? Now you, the whole world deserves that of you every single second, all the time.
Not just that, not just know the number, be able to name them all and contact them and ridicule them or ridicule you. It's just like, this whole social media and just pop culture media in general is very toxic for the artists that are in it because of that fact. Like, you're like, oh, this person's faking this, or why do they do this? Dude, they just don't want to be fucking embarrassed in front of you all the time. And you don't even know the pressure that they were under, or that they got put into that situation. And now they just got to be like, okay, fine.
Yeah, like, I think I even felt that pressure with this engagement and the opposite way of being engaged before and now being engaged again. And I didn't talk about it for a little second after it, you know, happened, and really tried my hardest to kind of keep it a secret because I also felt like I take this really seriously, and I know people and their opinions and their voices and being like, oh my God, she's been engaged 4 times, like this and that, and this kind of stupid shit. I can only imagine what Kim K's got to go through with this, like, people and God, their opinions and trying to keep things for yourselves. Like, you just shouldn't be able, like, you just wouldn't ever say that to somebody you know, or
no,
like that's what makes it right to comment on. Like, I should have, like, you know, immediately just been so happy and totally okay to tell my friends and, you know, all my people, but instead I'm thinking about like, oh, like I gotta, like, you know, worry about this and that, and I'm just like, ugh, it's annoying. I don't even like thinking about that.
I'm sorry to make you think about it, but you definitely brought up a lot of good points that I think most people don't think about when we see these articles or these pictures online. Oh, first seen dating this person, that. It is none of anybody's business, and it's fine if you just want to see a picture of it for a moment, but to be commenting on it or to be fucking with people, I mean, it's just next level crazy. Find something else to do with your life. All right. What about lurking on your ex's page? I know you all done that in the chat.
Dani just introduced me to the feature on Instagram where you can, like, I guess, hide people's things, and so that even if you don't follow them, like, it'll still come up in your newsfeed randomly.
Oh, yes,
like,
yeah, that is annoying.
Yeah,
you can click not interested.
Not interested. Instagram, thank you. Really not.
Yeah, it's like they're listening to everything we're saying all the time. That's how they get their ads right. But then the pictures or the content that they're trying to give to us is totally wrong. And you're like, what the fuck is this? I know you're stalking my every data. What the fuck? Why are you showing this to me? I hate you. You're trying to ruin my life.
Yeah, I think looking at the Instagram, with your exes. That's just bad.
Yeah, it's
any
bad
way
news.
you cut it, you know you ain't gonna be happy.
Nope.
It's just not gonna make you feel good.
Are you looking to be upset? Because I think you're looking to be upset if you're searching on the exes. Instagram. You're looking for something to piss you off, so you can just validate the anger even more.
Yeah, it's like going through somebody's phone.
Yeah,
You're like, I'm
totally.
looking for, even if I don't find anything that's really gonna piss me off that I know is wrong, just one too many flirty emojis, and I'm just so pissed. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
you
of
know?
course. That's why you shouldn't go through people's phones.
yeah. If you are just joining us today, we're talking about everybody's faking it, okay? Because everybody is faking it.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Yep, we touched on orgasms. Touched. And we're also going to talk about, just having confidence, lifestyle,
And
that
other
kind of faking it.
Yeah, and other things besides orgasms.
Yes.
Right. What was the time you felt like, I'm faking it right now?
I feel like before trying something new, like say the first time I DJ'd, like technically I DJ'd in my room before, but I'd never like done a performance. Nobody knows that. Nobody expects that of you. They just want you to come here, sign up, do your job. And I definitely think before doing things like that, I'm like, I guess you're going to fake it. Like, doesn't matter if you have the skill. You've never done that before. You don't know what it looks like to be up there and all of that. So, yeah, I definitely think that. Or say going into a big meeting where it's like, yeah, it's me. I'm selling myself. But at the same time, normal me just has my hair up in a bun and I'm wearing sweatpants. But like in a meeting, I'm playing up this whole character and this confidence. And yeah. And that I think is faking it.
Yeah, I think that's interesting too, because in music, like the way you're dressed and all of that, like your artist is also your artist is in the way you're dressed.
Yeah.
Whereas in like some of my meetings, like if I'm meeting as an actor, I try and go against the image totally and be in the most like plain kind of looking thing. And it's like so interesting on what career also.
Totally.
It's like different.
What faking it means for your career.
Yeah. Yeah, like sometimes I want to feel fabulous, but I gotta put on jeans and it's easier. and not rock makeup. Like, yeah, I feel like I'm faking it too when I'm just like, when you're tired, like, or you're sick. And you gotta get up, you gotta do that work, man. You gotta do them meetings, put a smile on your face, and you're like, I'm faking it right now.
Yep. Because I'm miserable. But you can't tell.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Light up the chat if you guys are faking it. It doesn't always mean such a negative thing. Sometimes it just means that you didn't have to show up, but you did anyway. And you're putting on a good face. Can't wait to go home and snuggle your cat.
Have you ever met a celebrity who you had this like image of them and then their real image in real life was like just totally fake to what they'd put out?
Yeah, I mean, I feel that way about a lot of people, I would say. I think, I wonder if people outside of the industry feel this way about like people they know, people in their careers or in their friend groups or anything, because I feel like especially in the social media age, it all's kind of faking it, It's all putting your best image forward, your best foot forward. And yeah, I mean, I definitely think even in my industry with like people that I've say looked up to and then I've met them and it's like totally a letdown because they're kind of a fucking dick or fool themselves or, and like maybe you didn't tell that. I also find it interesting in my world because I come from like a raver background in EDM and I find a lot of DJs that don't and they never even like went to a rave before actually becoming a DJ. And I'm like, what? That's
That is weird.
It's a little weird because we all think that you also loved it and you didn't really love it. So just from fan perspective, you faking it. Yeah, but I don't know that I'm going to name anybody publicly at the top of my head and be like, that's a big-ass bitch right there. But yeah, they're out there. For sure.
Yeah. But we're going to go to a quick music break because I am hot. And now we've opened the door and Dani's cold, so I'm just going to change very quickly. And
her boobies are going to be out, okay, guys? So, yeah, we'll be right back.
Welcome, guys. It's Twisted Sisters. If you're just joining us, we're talking about the fact that everybody's faking it.
Oh, yes.
And they are.
And if you're lying to yourself saying you're not faking it,
you're lying.
Reevaluate that one.
Yeah.
You are. Some way or another. We all are. And Bella is back with a
different
plain white
shirt?
T-shirt. She had a very fabulous floofy sweater on earlier, and now she's wearing a T-shirt because she got hot.
It was
The
so
floofiness
hot.
was too much.
Yeah,
It
cute
was
but
fabulous,
not right.
though.
Thanks, Danny.
Well, as always, we have amazing emails to read, you guys. We always love this part, so thank you for sharing your stories with us. Remember that you can email us, twistedsisters@wheel-house.com. Yep, email us your stories when you don't want to call in. we got some good ones. Okay, I'll start. Hey, Dani and Bella. I've been listening to your show for a few months now and love when you give advice. I saw that this week's topic was about faking it and thought I could use some big sisterly advice. I've been talking to this guy for a few months and he's super cute. That's how it all starts, girl. A little older, but we get along great. One night we were finally about to hook up when he dropped his pants. Surprise! Oh no, a micro penis. I thought that was a myth. I was so disappointed, but we were already in the midst, so I kept it going. I couldn't feel a thing. I moaned to be polite, but it was awful. The next morning I snuck out. He's been texting me daily, but I kind of ghosted him. I don't know what else to do. I couldn't go on faking it for my entire life, but I feel bad. What should I do? Should I tell him the truth? Well, no. We're going to stop there. You don't need to ghost him per se, but you don't need to tell him the truth.
Tell him the truth.
That is penis. No. But I have been there.
He
there
knows
was one
what
time
the
it was
truth
shocking.
is. He knows what the truth is.
He
You
does
can
know.
definitely save him from that. He knows you don't.
Yeah.
It's been said before. You don't have to necessarily reiterate this.
No.
But it's also like, so some people though like are down like to like fuck you with like a dildo, and because they know that they have, you know what I mean? Like, and they've gotten really good at other things because they have come across this problem before. So if you really like him and you're like, well, if there was other things that made me still get off like that, then I'd be okay. Like, he's worth it. If you think in your mind that that's worth it, then maybe talk about having a conversation with some play toys and things like that. Because a guy that has a micro penis has definitely come across this problem before, so he's thought about it. And so I'm sure he has some other options to play with.
He didn't just want to like whip that all out on the first date, though. He was like, "No, that
Exactly,
because
because that's like freaks you out. Like, that's like a lot. But
it's a lot more than just the micro penis. You're like, whoa,
whoa. Now you're really like, first I'm just like I'm still comprehending that, and then now you're bringing out all these other things. It's like, you know.
Yeah, I feel bad for laughing because it's not actually. I mean,
No, that's just like. But there's also.
It's hard to say it's not funny because it technically is, but it's wrong that it's funny, and I feel bad about it because there's nothing they can do about it. And that just sucks. About it.
And she does. Like, look at it. Like, that's not
I
acting.
can't stop laughing, but I really do feel bad. Feel bad about my laughter.
But there's also like you know, penis adjustments, like surgery. Like, if they want to get it, like there is. No, but there is. Like, why do girls are like, oh, well, guy won't date me. He wants me to get a boob job. I'll get a boob job. Like, that's like the same thing. Like, just get a dick job then.
No,
like,
it's not so easy. It's not so easy to do that. There's a whole lot more going on down there. But I think I have heard of something, but I think it's really dangerous, just like any of those like extreme body modifications are.
Should we do that for another episode? Should we get a dick
Doctor?
job guy on here?
Is it possible? Yes, that's my whole career, and I'm going to tell you how.
I'm just mentioning the banjo strap.
God, no, the banjo strap, the sensitive banjo strap. String. Guys, if you guys didn't see it, you're going to have to go back to the replays because it should be in there. We have another great one. Hi, Bill and Dani. I fake orgasms, but I don't want to anymore. Help, with a sad face. I've been dating my BF for over a year. Oh, no. We lost our virginity to each other, but I have never orgasmed with him. Well, that's not that crazy. At the start, I told myself I wouldn't be like that I would be totally open with him. But every time he takes so much pride in my multiple orgasms that I just can't correct him. I recently asked him to stop being so insistent that I come in hopes that it would make me feel less pressure. Oh, also hate it, girl. But it hasn't worked. Sex feels good. I like it, but I don't feel the build up and warm, shivery feeling of release or whatever I get from vibrators. What do I do? Do I tell him I've never orgasmed with him before? Do I just stay silent and get my orgasms when I'm alone?
No.
I really don't want to hurt him, but I want to be satisfied as I pretend to be. That's lots to unpack there. Okay, number 1, vibrators. Introduce them during sex. Boom. Right there.
Yeah. Some
Shocker.
clitoral stimulation while he's, doing his thing down there. Like, that's fun.
Also, I didn't have an orgasm for a shockingly shameful amount of years. I did not know what that felt like. I mean, many partners, many relationships had no idea what people were talking about. So it is totally okay if you don't know that connection to your body yet on how to get there. Like, definitely don't put the pressure on it.
Also, not to just, add one white lie onto, another white lie. But what if you're I thought that I was orgasming, because it feels so amazing. But I realized recently when I was I wanted to play with toys, I read something on Cosmo, I don't know, girl, get to it, make excuses.
Yeah, you won't know the difference.
Be and then, and I realized that this is actually an orgasm. I didn't know that, but I don't know how to get there in my head. And when we're having sex and stuff, and in general, because he needs to learn. If you're going to be with him in general, he needs to learn that it's not just you, bro, it's me, and it's in here. Yeah. It's a mental thing for women, and it's way harder to get there. So, what if you, because it's pretty bad to tell somebody that, yeah, I've been lying to you the whole time. That'll make him feel awful, and then he's never going to get it up the next time you guys have sex, because he's going to think he can't get you there.
It's going to be a relationship
So,
scar.
White lie on top of, another white lie, a little, extra sprinkle, just to, get you guys in the right place.
Yeah, 2 lies and a truth.
Truth, yeah.
Sandwich the truth. Yeah, I think that's great advice, Bella.
Yeah. They say the best lie is sandwiched between 2 truths. So maybe if we invert that method, it'll still work.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely can't keep going on like that. There's just so much there. Yeah.
We're just gonna move on from that one.
We really will. Yeah.
It's just there's too much to unpack for this episode.
We have a third one.
So, love the show. I could use some advice on the topic. My boyfriend and I have been together for 9 months. Great sex. I have no issues with sex. However, I've never orgasmed from sex with him, whereas I come every time from masturbation. Ooh. Because I'm loud during sex anyway, I think that he misconstrues my enjoyment for orgasms. Yesterday, he said jokingly, I know you fake orgasms. And I got really defensive. We left it, but the comment hung in the air. I want to talk to him about it and make him understand that just because I don't orgasm from sex, it doesn't mean I don't really enjoy it or that he is inadequate. I really don't know how to phrase it without hurting him, and I need help. I know it won't be an easy discussion, but it's essential for the quality of our relationship. Any advice?
I don't like how he's coming after her about being faking orgasms.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't know the way to bring it up. He doesn't want to accuse her of it. And so he's like, I know you fake orgasms. Haha, don't worry. Tell me.
I don't know.
And she's taking that. I feel like that's a nicer way than being like, hey, I know you fake orgasms. You're like, whoa, sir. He's like, haha.
I don't know.
Do you?
But if you weren't faking an orgasm, so in your head you're totally innocent here, just enjoying sex, and then all of a sudden someone comes in and is like, by the way, I've been thinking about this. You've been faking orgasms, right? What? You've been thinking in your own time, going back on all the fun we've had and being like, something doesn't seem right here. I don't know. Personally, that would put me off. But yeah. Definitely talk to him about it, but let's take all the defensive stuff out of it, on both parties. Just, you're enjoying yourself. That's, I don't know.
I would, in a nice way,
sorry for that.
Tell him to do some research in a nice way. It's not just you, it's women around the world in lots of countries, sir. Like, you know, it's not that the sex is terrible. There's also a lot of women that don't come from vaginal stimulation. And it's clitoral stimulation only. Like, that's, and I'm one of those girls as well. And I think that would, like, people just need to understand that. Like, sir, just read it. Go look it up. It's not just me and it's not just you, and stop acting like it's you because the world revolves around you.
Yeah.
And you want to be a big baby for a second.
Actually, the world doesn't revolve around you. It revolves around your dick.
Uh-huh.
And if you're good enough in bed, like,
there's a lot of other bigger things to worry about in the aspect of you instead of your dick. And if people are satisfied when you fuck them. Yeah. I guess that is kind of a big thing, though. Like, if I was like bad in bed and I like wouldn't, if I couldn't make somebody come, like that would make, like that would make me feel like super insecure.
But also like, not that like everybody is different, but typically it is easier for guys, and it is a lot more like mental shit for females. So, you know, yeah, it would make you question a little bit more if the guy wasn't doing it, even though he might have something going on mentally that he's not able to like get there right now. That does happen, but like generally, it's usually pretty easy for them. You know, they just see your hot girl and they're like, so.
Yeah, and there's been like quite a few times that I've like fucked women and have not come myself from, you know, like either the first time or the first few times in, like it just, and the women, they look at each other, you know, like it's okay, like it's still great. It also just takes a minute to get there with someone.
Oh yeah.
You know, to let yourself be free in that way.
Yeah, like you're not just off the bat having sex with people and orgasming.
Yeah.
Are there people doing that?
I think that this sounds very silly, but it actually really used to help me get through an orgasm. Like, if it's such a bad thing, I gotta get through it. But, like, really trying to, like, train myself to be able to do it. And I used to think of a field of daisies.
Oh, what?
I'm not kidding. Like just lightly blowing in the wind, like these daisies, just like they're you know, their petals are just like lightly like flowing, and I swear that used to help me get to the place to then get off. Like that's not what's making me orgasm, no, but it's helping me get into the place to then orgasm, and I think it's just so ridiculous that's
just keep going on.
I don't even like daisies, like.
Sitting at a beach.
I don't like wildflowers. Like
watching the dog run across the
I like
sand.
orchids and red roses. Like what? Like why am I like this daisies like flowing in the wind?
Watching the kite blow in the wind.
So stupid.
No, it's pretty cool.
So
at
sometimes you know you gotta find your thing.
Your daisies.
Yeah, your daisies. What are your daisies?
Mine for sure is breathing, bro. It's not like it's like the thing, but it helps so much. There is a certain breathing that happens, and if you can, going back to the girl with the vibrator, if you know how to orgasm because you've done it before, remember that breathing. Take note next time. There is a different hollowness that happens, and it can help induce those feelings when you're kind of like not quite there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, putting the body through like the memory of
Totally. Yeah. Because did not know how to do it at all before, and it's gotten way easier. I thought I was never going to feel it. Because that is a thing. If you look it up, there's a statistic. I don't remember what the number was, but a certain amount of women will never have an orgasm in their life. I'm like,
that is not right.
No.
That's just not right.
No, what the fuck?
We're looking at the time, and we're seeing that we're over. We're over time.
We ran out.
Man, but do not forget that if you want to hear more about us, go to the replay section, and you can hear the last 2 weeks of episodes that are still there. If you guys are feeling like you still, you know, want to get a little bit more of the Twisted Sisters. Also, guys, you can email us. You heard the emails, and we love reading the emails. As you can see, it's a very fun time.
And it's anonymous. Tell us anything.
Yeah. So don't forget to email us at twistedsisters@wheel-house.com.
That is right.
Because we want to hear from you and all the crazy stories.
Yep. And I think the lesson of the day is stop faking orgasm, start having more open communication with your partners, and Yeah. Also, if you're putting the pressure on your partner to have an orgasm, don't. You know, sometimes it's nice. Just jerk it off and just like let it out. We'll move past this. This has been a very fun and open episode. We love you guys so much. This is Twisted Sisters. We will see you guys very soon.
Bye.
Bye.